filled up the cup, and then pissed the rest in the sink because I was like, I'm not going to fuck with this.
I don't really fucking care, man. Drink your pee your apple juice, drink your apple juice. You need to tighten up those ass flaps.
Is that what he's flying with? I can't think of a socially acceptable situation in which you can have your asshole out to smell something, you know? Nothing but living nightmares and a fucking shithole of a reality. It's the Dapper Dads, everybody.
Yes, folks, you heard it here first. Living nightmares. Mirrors that only live at night.
Mirrors
in the
that
evening,
mirrors that stalk around and creep up the front and back of your shirt.
Could you imagine? Hey, bud, you've got something sticking out of the back of your shirt. It's just a little mirror.
What does a mirror look like exactly?
A mirror?
Like a little mirror, like creeping up your shirt, like a night mirror?
It has like 4 scrawny legs on each corner of the mirror.
At least.
Yeah.
So,
Any
16 legs?
No. What? No. It has
4 legs?
No, it just has 4 legs, one on each corner.
Are they like pointed, like spider legs?
No, you're getting too crazy.
I mean, I'm just curious about what's creeping up the back of my shirt right now.
Well, maybe you should take a look.
What's coming out the front of yours?
No, that's completely unrelated. It's a side penis I've gotten installed. Because, my other one fluctuates.
Your other one doesn't even work from what I hear.
Excuse me? You want to test it right now?
Excuse me,
Let's
bitch?
Whip them out.
Whip them out.
Bring them out. Bring them out. Episode 65. This podcast can retire.
It will not die for some reason.
No matter how many times we try to light it on fire. Just like you would by going to www.thedapperdads.com. If enough people go to the website, it unlocks a free bonus episode. So everybody go at once and hope for the best.
But there has to be enough people going at the same time.
Yeah,
we won't tell you the number,
time.
but it is astronomical.
I'm just going to say there's a lot of unlockables on the website, and none of them have been unlocked.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy to me.
Try harder. Poke around there. Go to www.patreon.com/dapperdads, where you can get a legitimate bonus episode every month and maybe other little fun freebies if you... They're not freebies because you have to pay us money, $1 to $5 or more if you're real generous, and see what you get. There's a hot episode waiting for you now, and there's probably another one cooking, and we'll be ready to munch on shortly. dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com if you feel the need to send us emails, which no one does. 402-7-DAPPER. That's 402-732-7737. That line is ringing off the hook. We've been having lots of conversations.
Whole lot of conversations.
People, good folks for the most part. Couple shady characters, but it's to be expected. Follow us on Twitter. If you're
wondering if you're a shady character, you are.
Yeah, of course. If you're listening to this, you are a very shady character. I'm just going to say, if you're listening to this, how often would you unplug your headphones and let the people around you hear what you're taking in?
Not at all. I in fact deny you like Judas denied Christ when anybody asks me if I even know you.
I don't even know what a podcast is what I say as I'm listening to inappropriate podcasts about kicking birds. Follow us on Twitter at Dapper Dads, where we talk about kicking birds. Follow us on Instagram at Dapper Dads Podcast, where we post pictures of kicking birds. It's our new thing. And when we get something going, it just doesn't
stop. Die. Much like the Ottoman sun or taking the baby. We just kicking birds is the new Dapper Dad thing. Because we realize what better thing is there to do with birds. I don't eat birds personally. You're a big fan of eating birds. But you gotta
wouldn't say that.
You like chicken a lot.
That's just one bird.
But I'm just
I don't want to say birds. I don't think I eat any other bird.
What do you think is the most kickable bird?
Pigeon. Like when we're in Chicago, I could grab a pigeon. I won't do it, but if I get drunk enough, I'll do it.
I feel like you'd get a disease if you grabbed a pigeon.
I don't think you'll get a disease from just grabbing a pigeon.
They're called rats of the sky, man. They got to be littered
That's
with
not like their fucking government name. That's just what people say.
But I mean, they got to be like littered with like lice or mites or
I don't think
something.
It's that bad.
I feel like it would scratch you at least if you like grabbed a pigeon.
No, you got to grab it on the top. So it just kicks and it doesn't do anything. And then you have to whisper in its ear, "You're nothing to me."
I will pay good money to see you do this in person.
I've said before I could do it. Also, Minnesota has real grabbable birds. I don't want to harp on it.
I kind of want to football punt a seagull. That seems like something I want to try and do.
I don't think you can say that.
You just said you want to grab a pigeon and tell it it's worthless.
Yeah, that's just, verbal.
That seems like some kind of psychosis you've got buried deep down.
To tell a pigeon it's worthless?
I mean,
how valuable are pigeons? Are you on the side of pigeons?
How valuable are seagulls?
Probably more valuable than pigeons.
I think they're in about the same tier of bird value.
No, I'm definitely pigeon.
What's the most valuable bird?
Cockatoo.
I was going to say bald eagle.
No, those things are overrated.
They're
like the Constitution. They're both old and American.
Much like everything else that represents America, it's old, outdated, and not fun anymore.
Yeah, but a cockatoo, it's called a cockatoo.
Did you see
it's like 2 dicks.
Did you see they found
like
that guy that's been they think sent out the bombs? Yeah, and he's like a...
Yeah, let's dive into our political corner.
The first article I read about it is like there was all these flood of articles coming in and they're like, suspected bomber taken into custody. And then the information started coming out and they're like, he's a steroid addicted stripper who loves Donald Trump. And then they posted all those crazy pictures of his van.
He has a bad hairline.
Oh,
for real.
When I saw the hairline, I thought it was Sharpie. Like, honest to God.
It probably is. I want to more so
How
confirm.
sad do you got to be in life to have a Sharpie hairline drawn on? Like, I mean,
I don't know. That one YouTuber got his hairline tattooed on, and it's not a good decision.
No, it's never a good decision to get anything tattooed on your face or head.
Debatable.
At least in terms of cosmetic, like people who get like eyeliner tattooed on.
Oh, I'm gonna get eyeliner tattooed.
I would love to see you with eyeliner tattooed on. Just when it starts to scab up around your eyes, and you're just
it's so itchy.
And you're just at work all week, just trying to look at your computer.
Yeah, work the corner I stand on with the sign that says "Give me money. I need better cosmetically tattooed eyeliner." Could you imagine if you gave a homeless guy $5 and then you see him the next week and he had got an eyeliner tattooed on his face? You'd be like, is that what you're spending all this money?
Well, my first question would be is if you went to a legitimate...
You're just going to keep yawning through this fucker?
Yeah, I am.
It's like you're sick or something.
I'm horribly sick.
It's like you're a sick piece of garbage.
I am that. That is 100% a fact. I would want to know more so if he went to did he go to like an actual clinic and have this done by like a Hollywood level professional plastic surgeon? Or did he have like his buddy Hobo Jim do it in the alley with ink pack and a needle?
It's like in between. Not Hollywood level doctor, not Hobo Jim.
But like a Dr. Nick Riviera type situation?
No, just a regular tattoo artist, I think. Like he paid enough. It must be hard to fucking tattoo eyeliner.
I mean, what do you think about these people that get like their eyeballs tattooed? That always like trips me out when I see people getting their eyeballs tattooed. They'll get like a little design or like color in the whites of their eyes or something. That just sounds so fucking horrible to me.
It sounds painful, and I find it hard to believe you won't be blind in like a couple of years.
Well, that's what I've seen several things where like people do go blind afterwards, and it's like, why would you even fucking risk it? Like, what about how much did you hate your parents that you had to get your eyeballs tattooed?
I feel like we just have gotten to the point where like we have to go so extreme with everything. So much has been done. So tattoo my eyeballs or my asshole or whatever the fuck.
The only asshole tattoo that I'll approve of is getting Halloween tattooed on your butt cheeks so you can spread them and it's Halloween.
Well, that's not even an asshole tattoo. That's just butt cheek tats.
Well, I mean, I still feel like you have to have the black O put around the butthole so that it spells out Halloween.
What if my butthole's already black?
I have some questions. I have some questions about the hygiene of your butthole. Then,
I mean, I'm not scrubbing it. That'd be gay to scrub your butthole.
Oh God, I am not getting into this.
Hey,
you're listening to the show. Clean your ass, please.
Yeah, I'm sick of standing around you at shows. I know you're not cleaning your ass.
I know.
It's getting so sweaty and itchy because the sweat's just running down your back, straight down your ass crack like a little spider. Making your ass all itchy.
That's what the mirror is running down your pants.
Yeah. It's
one running up the shirt, one running down the back.
They're constantly working. I can't get any fucking sleep. Speaking of sleep, you look like you're going to fall apart. You want to tell the people what's going on in your life?
Oh, yeah. I got pneumonia in my right lung. Don't say I'm not married to the fucking game because I showed up to this piece of shit show with my piece of shit body trying to give out on itself, but it already tried to kill me once with this shit, and I'm not going to let it happen again.
Yeah, if you're just jumping in on episode 65, because shockingly, it appears that a lot of people are just jumping in on the later episodes here. Slim was almost murdered by pneumonia, and the killer is back.
About 5 years ago, to the day.
To the day. Every 5 years, this will happen.
No, I don't even know. I think it was just a combination of, like, the long weekend I had last weekend and the general not sleepingness that I had and the knockoff jewel pods I was ripping on.
Yeah, I think that honestly
I think that had something to do with it.
Problem. Yeah. Mine went through the wash and I don't regret it. I'm only smoking official jewel branded jewel pods.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to go from now on too. Just because
the other ones give you pneumonia.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and
FDA
leave that as a review on their knockoff website. No, I'm feeling better, but I just feel like that general sense of like exhaustion, you know, where it's like you can tell your body's working extra hard to try to get rid of the shit, you know? So it's like just doing regular everyday shit is just like exhausting me. Like today I called into work because I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going into work after being up all night, waking up sweating and all this other shit.
You're not just going to keep working through pneumonia this time around?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to relax a little bit. And then today I had to do the drug test and the fingerprinting for my new job. And that was like the only human interaction I had before I came over here. And in both instances, I felt so like discombobulated from having to like get up and move around and do shit that like I feel like I looked crazy to everybody that I was dealing with.
You're like, Calvin got a job.
First of all,
I tried to find that to send it to you, but can't find that one. That's why I sent you that old guy.
Which I still appreciated.
Let me holla at you. Let me holla at you.
The gal at the drug testing clinic was very short and very odd about a lot of things. And so
short in size or
just
tone?
Tone, very short in tone.
Do you think it's because she handles people's piss all day?
Here's the two things that happened.
It's because you made her hold your dick and put it into the cup.
I get very nervous. I don't know what people expect out of me. Here's what I found most unsettling about this place. It's called Any Lab Now. And so
yeah, I don't know how you always manage to go to the shadiest places. If I have to take a drug test, I go to a physician's immediate care and I pee in a very sterile cup.
This wasn't chosen by me. This was they sent me.
So they have a specific.
Yeah, they have a specific thing they send people to.
Yeah, they send you a list of like just general.
Well, what they did was they sent me like a case number, and then I had to enter my case number in on this website, and then select like fingerprinting and drug test. And it sent me the two closest places adjacent to my address where I could get these done. And one was Any Lab Now, which is right off of Riverside, kind of up by the Beefaroo over there. Impossible to get to, by the way. It took me like 4 different turnarounds to get there. And if you don't know this about me, the first time the pneumonia tried to kill me, it gave me congestive heart disease. That's why I got the pacemaker in. And so I take these diuretic pills that help me piss throughout the day. Not really throughout the day. I'll usually just piss pretty steadily for about 3-4 hours, and then I'll be pretty
non-stop.
good.
Usually wake up and pee for 3 to 4 hours.
When we went
then we can go to Chicago.
When we went to Chicago for the Pew show, I went home and took my diuretic because I was like, I drank so much the night before. I'm going to need this if I'm going to be walking around all day. Took a huge piss when I got to Curds. Huge piss when I got here to Matt's, and then I had to hold a huge piss in until we got to your place, and I was like, I don't know if I can hold another huge piss in all the way to Chicago. And then like 3/4 of the way to Chicago, it hit me that I had to piss again, and I was like, oh, motherfucker. And I'm holding it in like the whole time we're looking for parking, and you know, Matt's doing the stop-start driving that he does with everything. Oh, yeah,
that'll make you piss your pants.
Oh, God.
Finito is blaring.
I wanted to piss my pants so bad.
We all want to piss our pants.
And so it's the point of that is that it's kind of hard for me to piss if I don't take my pills. And when I do piss, it's just very thick and yellow. It's not.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me.
And so I took my diuretic today, but I've also been, laid up in bed quite a bit, not drinking as much water as I should be, just because I live by myself. I don't have anyone coming.
You got to get fluids, man.
Well, and it's like, I don't have anybody there to like keep an eye on me or like take care of me. It's just me in my apartment. So it's like I've been like responsible for getting like a gallon of water and keeping it next to my bed and pouring glasses throughout the middle of the night. Wake up and my lips are all swollen and chapped and shit. That real but nasty shit,
I've been teabagging you.
Yeah, I was wondering why my
balls are so salty this time of year.
Yeah, I was wondering why my mouth tasted like a beef jerky and jalapeno chips, but looks like I have my answer.
Got my old jalapeno balls.
And so I had to like time it out just right because I was like, I want to be able to fill up a specimen cup, And so I took my piss cup, took my piss pill. God damn it.
Took my piss cup, nutted in it, ate a piss pill, covered in cum. Accidents happen.
Yeah, shit happens. When you're all sick and discombobulated like me, shit happens.
And shit in the piss cup.
Yeah,
is this what you want?
That's why the woman was so short.
She's like me. Third time today. I don't
know. From you. Why aren't you understanding this?
She just keeps giving
your accent
cups.
is very thick. You do have written instructions anywhere. And So I
shit in the cup.
Well, and so I took my diuretic, and I was like, it takes about an hour to kick in, and so I was like, I can probably squeeze in a quick nap before I got to go do this, because the general exhaustion from everything. Wake up, got to piss like a monster. So I go take a piss, and then I'm like, God damn it, what if that was like the one piss I got because I haven't been drinking enough liquids,
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there, and I'm just chugging glass after water after water after water, and I'm like, okay, I can feel a good piss coming. I'm gonna go ahead and go over there. And so I'm driving over there, and I know I gotta piss, because when I know I gotta piss real bad is when I just stop singing along with the music.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to do anything extra in my body that can make me accidentally piss my pants. And so like I've got the radio off, and I'm just hearing all the awful noises my truck is making,
Yeah,
and I'm just like,
oh.
And so I get there, and I've got to piss like a monster. And like I said, I had to like go around 3 different times to try to find the place. It's like tucked in the corner of somewhere. It didn't even look like it was open. There's like no sign. There was like a piece of paper in the window, and I was like, if this says that they've moved to a new location, I'm gonna kill myself and Google Maps, because I'm about to piss out my mouth. And so I
bring your own bag of piss.
I walk in there, no music, no TV, no anything, just dead silence with this woman sitting on the computer. And so I go up there, and she's like, what are you here for? And I'm like, I need to do a drug test for my job. And she goes, okay, go ahead and just take a seat. I'll be with you in a couple of minutes. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I got to piss so bad. Blah, 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 blah,
told her I have one in the chamber.
Well, and so I go back there, and I
start peeing on the desk.
They were.
Yeah, I'm here for a drug test.
I start scraping it into the cup like that.
Into the cup that pens are in. This seems like it could be contaminated if anything comes back.
And so they were supposed to send me like a case number when I verified my appointment, and they never did that. So I had to call like the head of like test distributing or something for my new job, and they had
head of PP.
Yeah, and they had to give me the number over the phone that I had to give to her. And so she was already helping another person out, and this person came in with a hook hand. And so I was like, this has got to be the shadiest piss test place in town. And so I go back there, we get all the numbers right and everything, and she's like, empty your, standard procedure, empty your pockets, take everything out, blah, blah, blah. And so she gives me the cup, and the last time I had to take a drug test was when I started working for together when we did it. But when I did that, I went to a physician's immediate care. They gave me a cup, and they were like, pee in this, seal it up, put it in this little lockbox.
Don't flush the toilet.
Don't flush the toilet.
They're always hard.
We'll take care of everything else. Just go ahead and put it in there.
Huge shit in the toilet. That's what I always do. You said it couldn't flush. There's blood and just all kinds of stuff.
Well,
we'd like to keep you for further examination.
Well, and so it's bad enough that I had to piss this whole time. Like it's starting to hurt my head how much I have to piss. And so and then she's like, fill it up like that much.
Yeah.
And so it's like they didn't even need that much piss. I could have gotten by without the diuretic. And so I just sat there, filled up the cup, and then pissed the rest in the sink, because I was like, I'm not gonna fuck with this.
Why is this here?
I was like, I've been treated terribly by this place. I'm gonna go ahead and let them know how I feel. The worst part about the whole thing, she did not give me a lid for the piss cup, and she did not tell me to put it in the lockbox. She was like, just bring it out when you're done. So I walk out of the bathroom with like an open cup of piss, like it's a party, and it's my red Solo cup. And she's like, just put it on the counter there. And so I like put it on the counter, and she like finishes ripping open this thing, and she pops open a tube, dumps it from the side into the tube, even though there's a funnel tip on the front of this piss cup where she could have used it to pour more. And I can tell she does this like all the time.
She knows that the bubbles come through the funnel.
Didn't spill a fucking drop, like just poured as much as she had to, and then went into the bathroom and dumped the rest. And like it was the most jarring drug test I've ever had to take in my entire life. And so I'm already like discombobulated, and then she's like yelling at me. She's like, don't flush the toilet, don't put it in the thing, just bring me the piss when you're done. I had to pee so bad, I just went ahead and finished up in the sink, because I was like, she turned the toilet off. If you've never pissed in a sink somewhere.
I pee in the sink all the time, but not when I'm taking a drug test. That seems shady. They're gonna be like, drug test came back clean, but you peed in our sink, so we're not giving you the
Did you drug test the sink? I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
No, they were like, there's just piss residue.
Well, and then the second, so I had to get, I've never had to have this done for a job, but I guess this is a more professional job that I'm doing now.
Shocking.
And so I had to get fingerprinted today, and so I assumed that I would be getting like the old ink test, like a old-fashioned criminal where they put it on the sheet and everything like that. But they got these fancy new things now where it's just a finger scanner that they do it with. And I had to go to the postal shop, which is like a FedEx store.
Shoppy?
Yeah, the postal shoppy over in the Edgebrook Center over there.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, and so,
shout out our new sponsor, the postal shoppy, where they'll fingerprint you for some reason.
Well, I got very
totally not mess it up.
Well, I got very confused because Google Maps brought me to the frame shoppy, which is in the upstairs level of it.
So you're like, where can I get fingerprinted? Screaming in the frame shoppy.
Well, I walked into the frame shoppy and I was like, I feel like I'm in the keep in mind discombobulated and feverish all day. I'm like, hey man,
hey, I just peed in the sink. Can you guys fingerprint me? Of course. Welcome to the
right
frame
this way,
shoppy.
sir.
They frame your fingerprints. You're like, I like it, but I don't think it's what I needed.
$150 for this? It's not even mahogany. And so I walk into the frame shoppy and I'm like, I feel like I'm in the wrong place. Where's the postal shoppy at? And he goes, oh, it's directly downstairs from us, but you have to go.
A lever and you fall through the floor.
No, you have to like go down these weird outdoor uneven stairs to go down to the postal shoppy. And I go in there and they have a notary in the postal shoppy who was like getting ready to leave. And I was like, I'm here for a fingerprinting. And he was like, oh, thank God you showed up because I was just about to leave. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Even though I scheduled an appointment with you and everything, like you're supposed to do your fucking job. And he had like a long flat top cut. He was like an old man who was talking to himself a lot while he was trying to log into the computer. He like could not figure out his login or something like that. He had to do it like 19 times. I'm standing there. I'm like, am I gonna have time to get my fingerprints done?
I have to pee in your sink.
I'm like, you got a sink around here? I gotta take a whizzer. And so he brings me up to the machine and he like very aggressively like takes my hand and shoves my fingerprints down, which was nice. Human contact is always nice. So we did the left 4 and then the thumbs, and then we went and did the right 4, but like he got part of his fingerprint on there too that I noticed, but he did not, and then he just submitted it anyway. So I feel like
you're gonna be arrested. That's how he finally gets away with all of his shit. He just sneaks one fingerprint in. Yeah, well, double homicide came back.
Well, and it was like the corner of his thumb or something like that, because he was, and he had like a real hard grip when he was pushing that. So like I was trying to like push down hard to be like, yeah,
they didn't make you do like the palms and then the side.
Nope,
and then
it was literally just 4, thumb, and 4. That was all they had me do. But
weird. Jail must be different.
Well, it's probably because they're like, for my job, I'm just gonna be handling a lot of money, so it's like I'm just gonna be using my fingers a lot. So you know, if some money comes up missing or something like that and they can trace it back. That seems weird to me though, because like I'm going to be touching a lot of money. So like if something goes shady with the money and my fingerprints are just accidentally on there, like you can't prove anything with that.
It's all a setup, a very elaborate setup. I have 2 funny piss test stories. I forgot one, but maybe it'll come to me. The other one was when I was maybe 19. My dad had a friend that was in the market for some clean urine. And I was the only person around who had clean urine for some reason.
If I ever need clean urine in the future, since I took my drug test today, if I need clean urine in the future, I'm coming straight to you. I just want you to know that.
Well, listen how this plays out. So he was he was a good guy, not too shady. He worked at a bread company and was driving a truck and like hit something and had to take a drug test. So he's like, and I knew how, if you want to fake a drug test, I don't know how well it works anymore because it didn't work for this man. Keep it in mind, and we'll get there. But what you're supposed to do is have someone pee into a condom or pee into something you put into a condom. You tape it to your thigh right by your balls, so you get that.
Now this is my understanding of it these days. You're supposed to, like I said, condom or like a plastic baggie, but then you're supposed to do like a hot hands pack with it, because if the sample isn't like 99 degrees or something like that,
that's what you're supposed to tuck. You're supposed to tape it like kind of like by your waist or a little lower and let it hang basically like you have a third nut. So it's right by your balls, because your balls are always super warm in your thigh and in your pants, and it should be the same. Because if you do the hot hand thing, it can get too hot, and then they're like, what the fuck? And it just shows up at like 400 degrees, and they're like, so you have extremely hot piss.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you know this. Well, sir, I have pneumonia right now, and the Z-Pack they got me on, they said side effects include very hot balls.
Super hot piss. So I
sink meltingly piss hot.
So I peed in just like a water bottle, and I gave him the rundown, and he, for being one of my dad's friend, wasn't like didn't have the street smarts, like pretty normal, strange but normal man. And so I'm like, you need to take it and just bring in like a safety pin on like your person on what they're not going to make you take off, and then you like push it the tip of the condom. You like push it up, poke the tip of it, then let it pour out. Don't poke the condom because it's gonna pop. Poke the tip and let it pee out. So then he's like, okay, I got it. And he was supposed to give me like $50. That's what I was in it for. I'm like, give me the money.
Yeah.
We're doing this. I'm not just peeing for free.
If I ever need your
do that
piss, I
also.
will pay you. I don't want you to think I expect it.
Mine, I don't know how. Mine might come back crazy nowadays. I don't do drugs, but I feel like there's something in there. You'll find something. Yeah, so then he had someone have to watch him because his job is very strict. So he is like a very nervous person, and he still went for it because the guy like was just the guy didn't give a shit, so he's just like in the bathroom, and it was a big bathroom, so he couldn't see, so he popped the condom and all the pee fell out on the floor, and the guy like he turned around, the guy was looking at him, and he was like, everything okay there? And he was like, nah, I have fake pee. He just like completely was like, there's nothing I can do now. No one pees like this except for camels. Like
Do camels let it all drop out at once?
Yeah, just pours out, and it's a ton of piss.
Really?
Yeah, camels are drafts, something tall and leggy,
Me?
Yeah, that's why you gotta pee in sinks, because toilets can't hold it.
If I had a nickel for every sink I've pissed in.
Yeah. So yeah, it didn't.
Your sink.
It didn't work well. My dad also had another friend who took a piss test and used his wife's pee because it was clean, and then they were like, yeah, test came back clean except you're pregnant. So he got fired and found out he has a baby on the way.
Oh,
but
that's rough.
Another one of my dad's friends, this is just the podcast now, is my dad's friend's stories. He was in the hospital for something.
Don't even get me started on my dad's friends.
Yeah, that's our side podcast. Dapper Dad's
That'll be a
friends.
Patreon episode.
Yeah,
Dad's friend stories.
Friend stories. Jesus Christ, I have some that you would not believe.
Same. Same. I have some I don't think I can tell out of legality.
Yeah, I also have quite a few of those. But yeah, another one of my dad's friends was in the hospital for something, and he had to pee. Like, he was in the hospital bed, but they wanted to take a pee sample, so they just left the cup with him. And they were like, whenever you get around to it, just pee in the cup whenever you have to pee. And he also had gotten apple juice with his breakfast. So he's a jokester, so he poured the apple juice in the fresh pee container thing. And the lady came in, and she was like, oh, is this your pee sample? And he was like, yeah, hold on, let me run it back through the system real quick. So he took it and chugged it. And she she was so scared of what he had done. And he was like, I'm just kidding. It's apple juice that you guys gave me. And then no one would believe him.
Would you?
I don't know. If I was a nurse, I'd probably be like, I don't really fucking care, man. Drink your pee your apple juice, drink your apple juice.
Technically, you are peeing your apple juice always.
But then it was like a big deal, and everyone
God,
was
I want
like,
some apple juice now. That sounds really good.
Or you could just drink your pee.
Are we stopping at the gas station to get beer before the party we're going to?
Stopping somewhere to get beer.
I hope they have apple juice there. I want to get some apple juice.
Yeah, just come in the party drinking apple juice.
Man, I don't even know if I'm going to drink tonight. I might save all my drinking for tomorrow.
Yeah, you're in rough shape. I'll drink enough for the both of us.
I mean, I might have a couple of beers, but
no. As your primary care physician, I must plead with you, God, please don't drink anymore.
Dr. Drama on staff, everybody, and just like the rest of my fucking doctors, I don't listen to him.
As you're chugging beers.
Just shotgunning beers all night.
Peeing in the beers, drinking the pee.
The Dapper Dads
beers.
Can't go to a party and not be expected to live up to the namesake.
I know, it's honestly what's causing us to be so sick.
If I show up just chugging an apple juice, people are going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Bitch. Yeah, that's what we've cultivated an image that, again, is not really accurate, but people only get the cliff notes and think that we just love to party. Sometimes I just love to.
It's going to be our undoing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already undone.
I've been undone for a minute. This is the beginning of my undoing.
Yeah, and we still have some big events to get to close this year out. I would like to just take a break on life for like a month, and I looked at my schedule, and it just isn't stopping.
No.
I thought it was gonna, and it's not at all. It's honestly ramping up.
Yeah.
So, see you in the grave, bitches. What else? Oh, on the way here. So I was also feeling sick. I don't have pneumonia. I'm a much stronger man than Slim. My heart is real. That felt mean.
Yeah, a little bit. Damn, man.
Yeah.
My heart is real. I had a buddy who thought, and this is just goes to show you can't fix stupid. Thought that I did not have a heart, that they physically removed my heart when I got the pacemaker put in. Yeah. Thought I just had the
zipper.
Thought I just had the pacemaker, no heart.
I mean, you have no heart.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I can be a tender lover when the moment calls for it.
Yeah, when was the last time the moment called?
No, it's been a minute.
Yeah, if it's over 2 years, I think you gotta hang it up. You gotta hang up that heart of yours.
It's been at least half a year.
Tender?
Very tender.
Anyway, so I was sick as well, and then I've just been crushing vitamin C to the point that it's making me nauseous, because that's the only way to really get over it. And now I feel fucking incredible, but I have a theory that after this weekend I'll be back to sick, and then this is the dance I do for a while until I finally go to the doctor, and they're like, why the fuck didn't you come earlier? And I'm like, that's the first time I've heard that, ma'am. And then I pee in the sink. It's a time-honored Dapper Dad's tradition.
New Dapper Dad's challenge. Go to the doctor and pee in their sink.
Just that. That's it. Don't even get helped. Just break in the back and pee in the sink.
Just walk into your primary care doctor's office and just say, hey, I know I don't have an appointment today, but I was just in the area. Can I use your bathroom real quick?
Yeah, of course. Then you're just peeing in the sink, shitting in all the piss cups, really shaking things up.
Letting them know what the fuck is up. They work for you.
But I've been feeling great and like powerful and invincible.
I can't wait till I feel invincible again.
I don't know if you ever get to. But I was driving here on the old back roads, screaming along to songs, having a good time. And I like to think that I was paying attention, but I think maybe I wasn't paying the utmost attention. But literally in front of me, just 2-lane normal back road. I was going 65. A lot of people do. That's not crazy. Don't harp on that. I looked up and there was a car not passing someone, but in so much of my lane, and probably like, I don't know, 20 feet from me. Like literally I looked up and it was right there, and it looked like they would be passing a car, but unless there was a ghost car, then there was
possible.
Nothing.
It is spooky season.
It's possible. I had to go basically into the ditch. It was one of those things where your heart drops so hard that your stomach hurts. Like I thought, I don't know, honestly, looking back on it, I had to pause the music and ride in silence for like 10 to 15 minutes till I got to the gas station to buy cigarettes, because I was just like, it's one of those things where you just react perfectly and you can't even believe that you fucking, like, I thought I was going to die. In an alternate universe, I fucking died. I was going 65 head on the back roads. I wouldn't live through that, even though I feel invincible. And that's what it would have been. God would have been like, you think you feel invincible? Try this on for size.
I saw there was, speaking of driving on the back roads, I read a news story today out of Winnebago County here that somebody was driving along the back roads and they saw I guess you could call it a cryptid, some type of monster came out of a cornfield. Well, and what's odd about it is that this was corroborated a couple stories throughout the last several weeks in like the Chicagoland area. But this
Mothman.
Kind of, sort of, yeah, because they said that they had like stopped on like a side road because like they had to help a buddy with a flat or something like that, or they had stopped to take a piss or something, and they had heard like some rustling in the corn, and this thing stepped out of the corn. They said it was like 6 feet tall, shiny and black, like it was covered in tar, and then it spread its wings and it just went up into the air and like flew over them and then landed on the other side of the cornfield and then like flew away.
Wow. What would you do?
I wouldn't believe it. Like everybody always is like, what would you do in those situations? It's like I feel like your brain can't comprehend what's going on in front of you in those situations. You know,
that's like that one night when we did something and I had to drop Kurt off at his house, and then I was going back home, and the way that my GPS took me from his house was fucking crazy. And I finally got to, and I had to piss the whole time, but I didn't know where I was. So I finally got to like the first back road that I'm familiar with, that I tend to piss on frequently. And so I was like, all right, perfect. So I pulled off on that, and it was one of those nights where everything felt creepy, and it was like 3 a.m. It took me like an hour and a half or 2 hours to get from Kurt's house to the back road.
Jesus.
So, you know, like, I don't know what the fuck happened. And I wasn't even drunk. There was like a road closed, and it was one of those things where one closed road just completely fucks everything.
Oh, yeah,
and you're like,
absolutely.
I don't know where I am anymore. I was going through neighborhoods, trying door handles because I was in the area. And then I pull over to take a piss finally on a road I normally do. And I have my lights on still, and I usually get out and I go to the front of the car and I pee like on my my front passenger's tire. So if anyone drives by, it looks like I'm like looking at the car, but I'm really just hunched over pissing on my tire. And then so my car was like this way, and there's cornfields right in front of me, like across from my driver's door. So I go to get in the driver's door, and I looked at the cornfields, and it wasn't a windy night, and like this gust of wind took all the corn and it just went and like sat down and flung up, and it just didn't look normal.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to die with my dick out here. And I got in my car and then I had to do this weird turnaround because I was so nervous about what had just happened. So I ended up taking a lot more time trying to turn my car around. And I'm like, this is how people die. So it gets crazy out there. Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, keep your eyes
but
peeled.
But don't think about it too much, then you scare the shit out of
yourself.
yourself.
Don't think about a 6 foot tall, tar covered winged man that's going to fly out of a cornfield.
6 foot's not big enough to scare me.
It's not big enough to scare. Well, I mean, that's because you're around me all the time.
Well, yeah, you scare me.
Yeah,
a lot.
I scare myself.
Imagine.
Wake up and look in the mirror and like, ugh.
Imagine you're going down the back roads and you pop out and fly away. You're just butt naked. You're like, oh my God.
I'm like, is that really what I look like?
Yeah, you don't get to see those angles.
I need to somehow lose more weight.
You need to tighten up those ass flaps.
Is that what he's flying with?
Is that an unidentified slim flying with his ass flaps?
Dong hang does not look good from the back.
I mean... it only matters from the front most of the time.
And we've all made homemade pornos and seen what we look like smashing from the back, and it's not pretty.
That camera angle. And you get that triangle butt.
Oh,
it's just
God.
flexing in. Ugh,
so awful.
Burn those. I don't know where mine went. I converted them to DVD and lost the DVD. The tape doesn't play right because I watched it so much.
I pissed on the tape and it melted.
Yeah, I mean, you pissed on my DVD and it melted. I was like, hey, watch this. It's me fucking. You just pissed on it right away. And I was like, oh, we were friends.
We were,
You don't even want to see me fuck?
We were, but I know a cursed item when I see it.
Yeah. From the side was great. From the back, no, not so good. That's why you need a friend to hold the camera.
I got too much loose skin on my belly to feel like a side angle is worth anything.
I would see. This was back when I was in my prime, and when I pulled that thing out, that was literally, if you want to talk about the best dick day, like the best presentation of your penis you've ever seen. When I pulled that out, I was like, oh my God, is that what it looks like? Maybe this top angle is cutting me short. But then I think it was just a lucky day. Just a good camera angle.
Just a good dick day.
Good dick day.
It was a good dick day.
It was a good dick day. I was having a good dick day the other day, but a horrible day. What would you rather have? Good dick day, bad day? Bad dick day, good day.
Am I getting laid on this day?
Yes.
I suppose good dick day.
Good dick day, horrible day. But
because if I'm...
But then the sex is real bad, too, because it's a bad day.
No,
but your dick looks good.
I was gonna say at least I'm getting laid on a bad day, and it's like I can take all that frustration from the bad day.
But it's not like it's bad. It's just not that great. And it was the first time with the girl, so she might report that you have a good dick. And the opposite, if it's a bad dick day, but you're having a good day, you have great sex with her, but she will tell at least one friend that your dick looked small.
It's like asking me what bowl of shit I want to take a bite out of.
Yes, bowl A or bowl B. Speaking of bowls of shit, there are a lot of exotic cereals out there, and I just want to let people know it is the season to get out there and try some
you
shit.
And your cereals have been getting a little out of hand recently.
It's two cereals, and I'm going to get one more.
This is how it starts.
I'm going to get one more, and then I'm done.
And then I'm going to come over to your, then I'm going to come over to your house.
Quick ones.
And there's going to be just cereal everywhere. It's going to be like Alfred Hitchcock the Birds, but it's just going to be boxes of cereal on everything.
Are they attacking you?
No, they're just looking at me very judgmentally because you put googly eyes on all of them.
Of course. I bought that industrial-sized box of googly eyes.
Your old lady and all your pets don't have anywhere to sit just because they're sitting there.
No. There's just cereal. But we'll eat forever, so why don't you shut the fuck up?
I feel like the cereal's going to go bad eventually.
Cereal doesn't go bad. What if I only talk to you like presidential candidates with this thumb?
Like you just really hit me with the hard thumb all the time? I'd be more, man, Nutter Butters and apple juice right now. That sounds really good.
You are sick.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, cereal. Dippin' Dots cookies and cream, not great. But it is an option. There's another Dippin' Dots one. I don't remember what it is. The cookies and cream one basically is just like Kix with like a chocolate Kix, and then these little chocolate shit balls that sink so you can't see them.
Which
so
is
you
weird.
Take a big bite, and they're so chocolatey and weird. That's more like the Dippin' Dot consistency. It's like several Dippin' Dots have what I want to say like can become a conglomerate, but that's not the word I'm thinking of. They've come
congeal.
They congealed together. So they sneak up on you, and it's just too much. The cereal I purchased the other night that I can fully back is Cookie Crisp. What the fuck was the cookie stuff?
Birthday cake? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
birthday cake.
Good shit?
Yeah, at first couple bites, you're like, this is just Cookie Crisp. I've been gotten, and then it comes in horrible aftertaste later.
Yeah,
way later. Like,
does it kind of taste like funfetti?
Yeah, a lot,
Okay.
which is my shit. And yeah, that's good. All of the third one is, I don't remember. I want to say it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like sugar cookie toast crunch. I don't know, something like that. I'm gonna get into it.
Yeah, if you grab a box,
report
if that's what it is, grab me a box of it too.
What if it's filled with goat blood?
I don't know any cereals that are filled with goat blood. Just make sure there's no milk
How
in
often do you read cereals?
Every fucking time I buy
Interesting.
something.
All of these, my favorite thing about all of these, only available in the huge sizes.
Yeah,
and
that's how they get you.
What they say all over them, it says first ingredient, whole grain on all of them. And I'm like, what is the rest? Just pure sugar? Like,
Yeah, it's just whole grain mixed with sugar.
Horrible garbage cereal.
Yeah.
But I'm an adult.
I think on the next show we should get that sugar toast crunch and we should eat it on the show.
That
we
one
should review it.
I couldn't find was the problem, because I was going to go with that because I couldn't remember the Cookie Crisp one. And then I seen it and I was like, I think my money's on the Cookie Crisp one, honestly. But I'm a big birthday cake guy.
Mm-hmm.
This has been Drama's cereal review. Subscribe, like, comment.
Check out next week when we do a live cereal review on the show.
It's just us crunching. That's a Patreon exclusive episode. 45 minutes of crunching. We have to refund all the money. That sounds different. Should we get into some submissions?
We should.
First off, because this one came a little bit ago through a Facebook message. We'll say DJ. Shout out DJ. He has been corresponding with us, checking in, telling us that he liked us. First thing I want to say is he found us on Spotify while searching for a podcast about parenting, being a good dad.
Which I love.
Yes, that is literally, I didn't realize that would happen, but that's like got to be the best thing ever to be like, oh, this is probably one about being a dad. I like to think that people are like about to be a dad and they're trying to like ramp up for it, and then it's just this.
Well, one of the things I found, especially browsing through Instagram with our hashtag dapperdadspodcast, is that when you click on it, it's really a lot of dads like dressed really nice with like their kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then there's like our episode covers and then like the crazy shit we're doing and everything like that. So I like to think that there is a general population of people that do find us simply by looking for like fashion tips or like well-dressed dads for some reason. And then they end up finding our show and they assume it's about these things.
And then it's not.
100% isn't.
It's a little different. So yeah, that's what's great. He's still early in the episode, so I don't know when he'll catch up to this, but shout out to you, DJ. This will probably be fun if you still listen. That's what I always, when people are like, because he says here 10 episodes in, I'm always like, hope you stick around, because I think at a certain point the novelty wears off and we run out of things to talk about, but we're still here, so you should be.
The Dapper line has been banging this week. It is we've been getting tons of different texts from people. I've been responding, Drama's been responding, so it is a cut clear fact. If you text the Dapper line at 402-732-7737, we will fuck with you. We will respond to you. We will have conversations with you. Yeah, I was laying in bed dying texting people all week, so this is pretty fun.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, what else here? He referenced, because he's early on, big fan of the shower shits. Our talks about lunch break car sitting, Dunkin' Donuts, strawberry smoothies, which fuck Dunkin' Donuts.
Fuck them.
Car DVDs, which was way back. Passing kidney stones, dick pus, bucket hands, all the classics. He's hit all the good ones here. He did include a Would You Rather, which we've been missing out on, and this one's pretty good. So would you rather shit out of your nose every time you have to take a shit, or only be able to smell with your asshole? That was a beautiful wheeze. It really sold it.
I'm just trying to think, because it's like, you can't really... I can't think of a socially acceptable situation in which you can have your asshole out to smell something, you know?
Exactly. I feel like you would have to be able to smell it through your pants.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking of like being in a situation where you're like in a restaurant or something, or like, you know, when like we went to Edwards and like you can just smell the donuts cooking throughout like the whole building and stuff like that. I feel like you would smell it very mildly, but through your underwear and your pants.
Yeah.
If you're an underwear guy.
Which, please, everyone, be underwear people. I'd like to think that in this scenario, you don't smell shit all the time. I think is the only way we can make this more even.
Yeah, because I feel like but Yeah, because you're still shitting out your ass in this situation.
Yeah. So let's say that for the sake of making it more even.
What is the exact verbiage? Smell with your asshole?
Yeah, you are only able to smell with your asshole.
I'm still going to go with that one just because it's like I don't like the idea of shitting out of my nose at all.
I mean, it's not like you're just going to do it in public.
I mean,
you just go to the bathroom. It'd be like when I shoot snot rockets.
Yeah, when you do a hobo blow?
Yeah, when I blow that homeless man.
Yeah, we know.
Change. Which you think if you're going to blow someone for money, they shouldn't be homeless.
No, not at all.
I was just trying to
blow like a rich gay playboy or something like that, you know?
Call 4027 Dapper.
If you
make me an offer.
If you're a sugar mama looking for a sugar baby, call 4027 Dapper.
Yeah, that for sure. But if you're a gay rich man, I'm not going to say there's not a right price. I just don't know where it is.
Depending on how much money there is, hit me with a number. We'll see what happens.
$612.
Wow, that is unusually low. Way below where I was thinking, for you at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't smell well because I had the whole nose surgery. So people are always like, "You smell that?" And I'm like, "No, thanks for rubbing it in, you fucking bitch." And
you're one of those people about it.
Yeah, well, people who know, and then they'll just like keep bringing it up sometimes, and I'm just like, "Yeah, I can't smell anything." So yeah, it doesn't really. I think I'm gonna take shitting out of my nose just for. Think about the bar bets you could win if you could shit out of your nose.
But also think about like when you got to take like a really big shit sometimes and you can like feel it stretching your asshole out a little bit.
I like to think that it's still like similar.
How do you explain the bloody nose when you come out of the bathroom like that and tell people you're not doing coke?
This is the problem with all the would you rathers is there's too many variables. So I like to think in this situation, it doesn't make your nose bleed. You do have ones that like hurt to get it out, but the pain doesn't last. And you don't bleed, and it's not like...
I mean, that's just what shitting is in general, isn't it?
Yeah, but out of your nose. I'm saying because it's your nose, it doesn't change.
I'm just picturing, it was like mid-2000s, they came out with the ice tubes, where it was like it was like an ice cube tray, but they were little tubes that you could put in like your water bottle or your pop bottle. I'm just picturing like turds that are about that size coming out of your nose.
I mean, I think it would still be pretty... big shit.
But then I'm also picturing like when you just got like the liquid shits coming out of your ass and you're just sitting there.
That's where the problem
just sitting there.
What I hate is because like if you have it where you're gonna like and like get snot up in your nose, it's from your throat.
Oh, so then you're
it's the shit coming up out of your throat. That's where I'd have to draw the line. I think
that's kind of like that South Park episode where they're shitting out of their mouths by shoving food up their ass.
I never watched South Park. I think it's horrible.
Well, there's an episode where they shove food up their ass and shit out their mouth.
Surprising. Yeah, I don't know. I think the obvious choice is to smell with your asshole, but
very much so.
Yeah, and then do you fake smell things with your nose? Like, yeah, great. And you'd lose a portion of your taste because a lot of your taste is smell.
But then you'd be a boss at those hot sauce eating contests.
Well, yeah. But then it's going to come out like, this guy, he wins because he smells out of his asshole.
I would love to meet the man that is like after me so fucking bad that's what
I bet you have.
That's how he decides to take me. I'm not saying I don't,
I know.
But I want to meet the motherfucker who's like, he's cheating because he can't smell out of his nose. He smells with his ass.
Let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings when they have like a blazing competition. Let's get shit-faced and then accuse one person of being, whoever wins, be like, no, they're really good at it because they smell out of their asshole. And then get everyone to chant something. Asshole smell. Asshole. And then people come in like, table for 4? Are you guys saying someone's asshole smells so bad that it's caused a group of an entire restaurant to chant about it?
No, we're saying he cheats at hot wing contests because, he smells out of his ass like a freak.
Oh, what a piece of shit. Asshole smells. Asshole smells. That Buffalo Wild Wings has to be shut down
forever.
They have to have to
condemn the
corporate meeting at every location, like when Starbucks was racist and stupid. But it's Buffalo Wild Wings talking about not allowing people to enter the competition if they can smell out their asshole.
How do you gauge that though? How do you test that?
I mean, you have to put something up to their ass without telling them what it is and see if they can smell it. It's a blind.
Seems like there's
a blind ass smell test.
There.
Blind ass smell test. Why? You're signing up for the competition. If you don't want to compete, go to somewhere that doesn't make you smell out of your ass.
I just feel like in this current political climate, holding things up to people's asses could either go okay or very badly.
I feel like in this current climate, it's the best thing we've got.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be sexual about it, and you get a person of the same gender to administer the smell test.
Just because it's the same gender doesn't mean you can't still be assaulted.
I mean, I don't think we're rubbing things on people's ass. We'll be there.
That's not how it starts, but eventually someone's going to take advantage of the situation like that.
Well, yeah, there's always going to be a bad apple. What you need is quality control. You're not just hiring
but how can
Tom, who's the busboy, to put things against people's ass.
But how can we assure
it?
that at all 4,600 Arby's own B-Dubs locations, because Arby's does own B-Dubs, look into
never
it.
Forget, Arby's owns everything.
They own B-Dubs, now Sonic, and Rusty Taco, whatever the fuck a Rusty Taco is. I don't know. How is the guy that owns Arby's going to be sure that there's quality control of everybody holding things up to people's asses in all of his restaurants is 100% okay and ethical?
I think you need several people there, and I think you need to do it.
You got to have like a retainer of lawyers on hand at all times.
I think they do.
He's just sitting there at the bar drinking all night. Should you really have your lawyer be getting drunk here every night? It's what they pay me for.
Lawyers have to get drunk because they're horrible people.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we need a lawyer because we've gotten ourselves into
several vats of hot water.
All of the hot water. It's scalding, and please, God, help us. Should we get into other submissions?
Possibly. Or we could just end the show right now.
Yeah, let's end the show on that high note of asshole sniffage, I'll say. Also, just want to shout out DJ again. He said, thanks again, guys. You kind of touched me. Not like a drunk uncle, more like a drunk Santa working 9 to 5 at the mall. Which I appreciate.
I appreciate that.
If we have to touch anyone, I'd like it to be like that. We have a submission to the website where you can anonymously submit just like this person did, and we don't know who they are, and we're not just saying that. So tell us all your secrets and your bank card, account number, and routing. We need the routing. This comes from Stranger. The E in Stranger is a 3, so it's a real cool person.
Hacker man.
The email is geniuscheesewhiz@hotmail.com, which gets better the more you say it. Genius Cheese Whiz. Genius Cheese Whiz. The topic is stranger danger, and the submission is, we all know you shouldn't take things from strangers. What are some things you would take from a stranger without a second guess?
Directions?
That's actually a very good answer.
Yeah.
You've won the prize.
Thank you.
Now I just have to confirm that you're not smelling out of your anus, and then we will award you. Just rip
I have to go.
I'll be back. I have to not smell things with my ass real quick.
See me run up the stairs and fall down the stairs.
Yeah. All these, you fall on your ass. Oh, this floor smells horrible.
Wait, fuck! I said the loud part quiet and the quiet part loud.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things I wouldn't take. What I want to start doing is taking less alcoholic drinks from strangers.
Yeah, that's something you shouldn't be doing in the first place.
No one should do it. I do it a lot. I also sometimes get drunk enough to just drink leftover drinks, which is the one thing I definitely want to stop doing. I don't know if that's how you get AIDS.
It's one of the ways you get AIDS, I'm sure.
It's plausible, I'm sure. But yeah, I get handed a lot of drinks. And there's like right now, I'm sober, wouldn't take a drink from, unless you're at like a party or I know the person, but like at a bar, someone's like, hey, you want this beer? Right now I say no. Couple beers in, I'll take a beer. I still won't take a mixed drink.
Yeah.
Further into my drinking, I will take anything that anyone will give me.
Yeah,
and it's
true.
a slippery slope. But I've turned down drinks because you get like a vibe. People are weird. I can't imagine being a woman. If you're a woman, don't take a drink from anyone.
Yeah,
ever.
if you're absolutely not.
You shouldn't even go to bars. Everyone's horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I take a lot of drinks, and when we were in Chicago for that Boathouse DJ night, we drank beers off the table.
Yeah, we did.
See, so I don't need you to pass any more judgment on me.
I mean, I'm still gonna pass judgment on you. I'm your best friend. I'm allowed to do that.
You did it, and I didn't. And it was a Bud Light. It wasn't even. Me and Matt, the God, we used to do this occasionally. I can't remember where it came from, but for some reason we heard someone said that's like the thing to do, and we were impressionable youth. And one night at a bar, we just took random leftover drinks off tables. Mine tasted like a cake, and it was delicious. I don't know what it was, so I can never get it again. But sometimes you get nice little treats.
That was your catch-22 from God. You got a delicious drink for free, but you will never know what it is.
Which it was pretty sweet, and I probably wouldn't order it, but I would drink it off of a table and hope for the best.
Which is exactly what happened.
Yeah, but I cut that out for the most part. But every once in a while.
Yeah, you slip back into the old habits sometimes.
It helps build up the immune system. That's why I'm not as sick as you, because I drink strangers' drinks and a lot of dirt from beer darts.
We cannot condone this on the show.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it, and don't take drinks from strangers. But I would take a lot of other things. Basically anything besides drinks or food. I think people take a lot of food, and I don't trust it.
Yeah.
If some guy just comes up to you with a pie, are you gonna take it?
Has he eaten from the pie?
No.
Yeah, I'll trust a pie.
Just a pie?
I'll trust a pie.
From a stranger?
Yeah.
But
technically every pie you get is from a stranger.
But it's in you're just like walking down the street and the guy's like, "Hey, you want this pie?" He says it like that.
What does it look like? Is it
it's boxed, but it's not like sealed. It's a box.
Is it like a homemade pie?
It's hard to decipher. It's a good looking pie.
I'd take the pie, sure.
But then right when you take the pie, he's like, "Oh, I can't wait for you to try this." He keeps saying things like that aren't inherently creepy, but he's just like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna like this pie. I'm glad I saw you. I'm happy you're getting this pie."
I think what I would probably do just to fuck with him is take
the pie in front of him.
Well, take the whole pie and then take a fork and just stir it up. Like a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, hey buddy, there's a bunch of pills in this pie. Are you sure this is the right pie you wanted to give me?"
Two things. That is how you get killed. That's how someone just murders you.
For ruining their pie pill scheme?
No, just for stirring a pie like a fucking animal.
I'm just trying to make sure there's no drugs in my food.
Second, who's the guy who's going to drug someone by just dropping pills in the pie? He didn't even break them up and sneak it in.
What else?
It's just like you cut a piece of pie and there's just pills pour out.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
"Oh, real weird. Let me smell this real quick."
Like it's not even
not
even fucking fruit filling. It's just pills.
Pills. Well, yeah, I think you crush up the pills and sprinkle them in when you're making the pie.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, but there's not just loose pie. There's not just loose
if
pies.
If a man is offering just regular loose pies out here, he's probably not smart.
Well, you're the one that's going to take it.
Well, of course I'm going to take it, but I'm going to stir it up like it's a big bowl of soup and see what's going on in there.
No, I'm not taking a stranger's pie.
I would love a pie right now.
If I just mentioned food, is that what you just want it then?
I mean, just keep it going. Keep mentioning food, and I'll tell you if I want it or not.
Pork chop sandwich.
No.
You want a pork chop sandwich.
I really don't.
Tell the people how you always eat pork chop sandwich.
I really don't.
When you're drunk and you go home at 3 a.m, you take the top off the lid off the toilet, filled with wet pork chop sandwiches.
I'm just picturing the consistency.
Oh.
No, it can't be a pork chop sandwich. It's got to be one of those big pork tenderloin sandwiches, but it's still in the back of the...
Oh, like the fried ones that don't fit on the bun?
Yeah, that don't even fit on the plate.
So it's like a big pizza, but it's just pork tenderloin.
But the bun is being held together with a big skewer in the toilet, though, so it's still wet and soggy, but you're still trying to hold on to the bun.
Oh, my God.
I feel like it's so big, the top half would still be crispy, albeit cold, and then the bottom half is just soggy toilet pork.
So you got to fold it over like a taco.
Yeah, pretty much.
That'd be the best way.
I do miss those big pork tenderloins, man. I don't know if it's because I've been sick or what, but I've been craving burgers all week.
Yeah, that's why you get sick, because you don't have enough protein in your body.
I get plenty of protein. I just don't.
No, cum is not enough protein.
Do not tell me how to live my life.
What's the best wet sandwich? Like if someone had to dunk a sandwich in water, and we're saying you're not vegan, just for everyone here. What's the best wet sandwich?
Well, I mean, you can get an Italian beef that's
that was my go-to.
Yeah,
I think an Italian beef, but I just like the thought of someone dunking an entire sandwich and be like, "Here you go." Like if you go to Jersey Mike's, and the guy's intimidating, and he goes, "You want it Mike's way?" And you say, "Yeah," because you're scared, and he just fucking coats it in fucking oils and water and shit. And then he gives it to you, and he looks at you like, "Fuck you and your night that you had planned. Never come back." And then you don't.
Because that man intimidated you with his red wine vinegar.
And scary. And why did Mike want it that way? That's Mike's way.
I don't know.
To fucking fuck it with
I've
liquids.
never seen a picture of Mike from Jersey Mike's, but I've seen Jimmy John's, and that's a terrifying man.
Is he? Is he real thin and
No,
tall?
he's a big guy. Big boy with a big, way too many teeth in his mouth smile.
Oh, bitch got too many teeth in his mouth.
Bitch got way too many teeth in his mouth. And he's a big game hunter, so he's a huge piece of shit.
I thought you were going to say a big gay hunter, and I was like, well, that's also really bad.
That's even worse,
yeah. Probably.
The biggest hunt of all is man.
What about a big gay game hunter? Or a big game gay hunter? I'm trying to understand here what I want.
A big gay
but
big
what
game
I want,
hunter.
what I'm trying to get here is that you only hunt big gay animals.
How do you know if the animal's gay?
You got to put I think we know how to we know how to know. You got to put a big bullseye around the
How could you tell the horse was gay?
You got to put a big bullseye around her pussy. Biggest set of tits you've ever seen on a horse.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and keep describing that horse to me.
But yeah, I don't know what we're talking about right now. Yeah, big gay animal game hunter.
But he's only hunting. So is
Gay
he
animals.
himself gay hunting
No,
gay
straight.
animals? So Jimmy John hunting gay animals.
Yeah, I think the owner
Feels like a hate crime.
The owner of Jimmy John's is a big game hunter, but only if the animals are gay. So it's become worse. Make sure to tell
Way
all your
worse.
friends about this and stop supporting Jimmy John's.
If you didn't think that big game hunting could get any worse, it turns out
Big gay game hunting.
turns out big Jonathan James himself is also a homophobe.
We got to streamline the name for it.
There's
Just big
also a
gay
picture of
game
him
hunting.
naked with a shark that he killed. Have you seen
Was he
this?
fucking that shark?
I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up on Google for you.
How
'cause
naked
it
is he?
He's very naked.
Does he hang dong? Jimmy John dog? Is it freakishly fast?
Let me see, Jimmy. I don't even know what to look for here. Jimmy
John Shark.
John's
New shark sandwich.
Jimmy John's
Semen
shark.
included.
Okay, so apparently it's a mystery man in the image with the. Okay, so here's
It's not Jimmy John himself.
Okay, it has to be though, cause here is Jimmy John himself. That's the man.
Oh, what a fuck! What a horrible.
So that's
fuck.
Jimmy John.
You can tell. Some people be judgmental because sometimes.
And then
you can
here's
look
the man naked with the shark, and you're gonna tell me
Okay.
that's not Jimmy John himself?
Yeah, that's weird. Is there more to the left of that image? Do you
That's
get to see his ass.
That's as much as is in that photo. Let me see if I can.
That's
Okay,
really
here's the
weird.
full one for you. Let me go ahead and
Was he-
rotate this one.
So was he in the water naked hunting the gay sharks?
I have no idea.
Oh
but
fuck yeah! Oh,
There-
he's fucking that shark.
yeah, he's. But
Wow.
I feel like
Wow.
you shouldn't be doing that because I remember back in the day.
I don't. No matter what you're gonna say, I'm gonna agree that you shouldn't be doing that.
Well,
I remember back in the day when I was naked around a shark.
Well, shark skin is like apparently that's what they base like chainmail off of, because the way shark skin is laid out, it's like very small but sharp scales that are like laid on top of each other, so it's like very hard to penetrate
fuck 'em.
shark skin. But it's also one of those things where like if you brush it like this, it feels very smooth, but if you brush it like that, it could like fuck your
Yeah.
shit up. So I feel like there's no correct way to fuck a shark. Also, we just had a picture sent to the line about 20 minutes ago.
Interesting.
Someone made a meme of me, and
Finally.
I hate it.
Yes. Do we know who's that face just keeps paying off?
It was the gentleman you were talking to. It was a DJ.
Yeah, I believe that was DJ that I was speaking with last night.
Yeah, whoever you were speaking with last night sent us this meme that says single and ready to pringle.
We will be posting it.
Yeah, we will be
We will
posting this,
be.
and it is my face on a naked man's body who is carrying a vuvuzela and has a Pringle can on his cock. This is shocking to get live on the air. You're getting my full reaction to it, and boy, howdy do I love it.
Oh man.
For the record, that is pretty damn close to what my naked body looks like. It's just
I
more
know.
disgusting in real life.
Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you. See, that's the type of quality content we look for.
I didn't
on
know what
this
it was
show.
at first, but then I saw the mouth and the gauges, and I was like, oh, that's me.
I also would like to bring it up. Episode 64's artwork included a Prongles can. We are in talks with them for a sponsorship. They are. I've unearthed that they are ran by Cards Against Humanity, which is just very
Interesting and
very
weird.
crazy.
I also we had supper together at your place earlier this
Yeah,
week.
I'd prefer if you didn't call it supper.
What would you prefer I call it?
We ate food at each other.
That's fair.
You almost passed out.
I did almost pass out. That was
weird.
scary. But
Literally the worst time for us to sit down and have a nice meal together. We were both very sick
yeah.
and irritated with each other's faces.
But I went ahead and did a little looking into the Prongles brand, and they have 3 new flavors they're working on. One is
America?
America, which I have no idea what that's going to be. I assume it's probably like a cheeseburger flavor. Whole fish, which is
Great.
questionable, and then burritos and tacos, which I assume is going to be like a spicy like taco flavor kind of.
Well, once you pop, they're great.
Once you pop. That's great.
That's great. Sorry, Prongles. We will be in talks with them. What we want out of life is to get to a Cards Against Humanity level of ridiculousness where we can do just absolutely
whatever the
stupid
fuck we
shit
want,
like
and
this,
people
and
give us
it
money
works.
for it.
So please donate to us, because I would love to make a potato chip. We've been trying to make a potato chip
I
since
would-
Rap Snacks
God,
decided to
Violently
us.
deny us.
yeah, something about us not rapping, which is weird.
Which is odd, because I sent them all your old mixtapes.
Yeah, I sent them all of your old mixtapes.
Ugh, that's probably what did us in.
Yeah, we've done some things.
Yeah,
and,
my name's Fast Finger Slim, and I'm here to say I'm the rappingest guy in the USA.
Hey, yes,
Mama.
so much has just happened. These are the episodes I strive for, where I'm like not even sure where we're at or what
No,
we've touched
I don't know
on.
what the fuck we're
I
doing.
think in the past 10 minutes we talked about stranger danger.
Well,
Jimmy
I just
John's
found out there's
fucking a
somebody who's
shark.
out here making memes out of my
Memes
face on naked
and
Pringles
Prongles.
dudes.
So yeah, it's a whirlwind, folks. Strap in and get ready to get fucked.
Fuck Jimmy John's.
Yeah, fuck Jimmy John's, and know that guy fucks sharks, and we'll be posting that picture.
We'll be posting
side
that
by
picture.
side with
Just
your
know that
meme.
just know that every time you buy a sandwich from Jimmy John's, you're basically giving him permission to put one stroke in a shark.
Oh man, how many strokes does it take?
How many sandwiches do they sell a day?
A lot, I bet.
I feel like a man that size just has incredible stamina. He just keeps going and going.
Oh yeah, of course. To take that kind of picture, you gotta be throwing.
To
it
have a
out
smile like that, like
Yeah.
that's your public persona that you put out there. Well, and
there.
then
To have a delicious sandwich called Club Lulu, which is what I like, but I refuse to order that, so I'll say a number 16.
to have a sandwich called the JJ Gargantuan, which is where they just throw everything in the fucking restaurant on the bun.
But there's shark meat in it. There's shark mink. My mink is made out of shark skin.
Well, I was just reading a thing this week that apparently Burger King put horse meat in their Whoppers at one point, which
Yeah.
I am 100% behind.
Of course.
Apparently, we've all eaten horse meat because apparently,
Oh, we've all eaten.
well, apparently Taco
horse
Bell did horse meat at one point. Burger King did horse meat. Aldi's had horse meat in their beef at one point. It's like,
Yeah.
and when they were doing it, it was like these certain years, and I was like, that's definitely when I was exclusively getting my meat from Aldi's.
Yeah, until recently, you shouldn't have been exclusively getting your meat from Aldi's.
Not
It's
for the
like
last
getting,
year and a half at least.
Getting your meat from Save-A-Lot.
Oh God.
Do you guys have Save-A-Lot where you're listening? I hope not. I hope things are better for you.
Here's a fun Save-A-Lot story. I mentioned this in the car ride home from Madison to Matt the God and Drama here. My dad was at the Save-A-Lot that was by our house, and he picked up a pack of pork chops, and they were green, which is always a good sign of quality. And
Those are toilet pork chops,
Oh,
if I've ever
God.
seen them.
There's a guy. I just hate the idea of a toilet sandwich. It just really grosses me out for some reason.
Where else are you going to hide your sandwiches?
In the cupboard, in the back of the
They're
fridge.
going to go bad. Back of the
But
fridge
they won't
will be found.
But they won't go bad in the toilet.
No, it's like the modern day equivalent of salting your meat.
I feel like what you got to do is you got to like take your sandwich and put it into like a Ziploc freezer bag so it's like airtight.
Yeah,
and
if
then
we
you
have
can put it back
big
there.
Ziploc bag money.
So you got
Christ.
hiding sandwich money, but not big Ziploc bag money.
Hiding sandwiches is not a monetary thing. It's a
You got to have the money
guilt-
for the
a
things to
guilt
make
thing.
the sandwiches.
Yeah, we all have sandwich money. Buddings, 88 cents.
I miss Buddings.
Oh, I'll fuck Buddings.
Buddings used to be my fucking like guilty
Buddings
pleasure.
is horse meat. They just shave it off. I've seen them shave it off the horses.
They
You ever get a
literally
real hairy piece of Buddings?
Ugh.
My
You ever go to
favorite.
B-Dubs and get one of the chicken wings that didn't get all the feathers plucked out of it?
No, because I'm not allowed to eat there because I smell with my ass, and they have a real strong policy that came out of nowhere. If
Yeah,
I'm being
really
honest.
weird.
Just one week I was eating there, eating your always less than room temperature wings. This is the thing I hate. My wings are never hot, and people are like, order spicier sauce. No, they're not warm.
Yeah, it's the physical temperature
They come
of the
out
wing.
like they've just been sitting back there.
And for the length of time it takes for your
I
food
know.
to come out there.
And then they're like, here's a delicious strawberry lemonade. Oh, you ordered it? We forgot to tell you, you only get one because it's a specialty drink. Would
Yeah.
you like water now that your mouth is on fire because of the wings of your choice? Fuck B-Dubs.
Fuck
and
B-Dubs.
fuck Arby's. We're on to you. We've already taken down Mattress Firm. One of them around me is closing down.
They're all closing down because they're all going
Because
into
we-
bankruptcy.
Burst the bubble.
Blew them out of the water. I
So,
guess we're going to have
Arby's, get ready to get fucked.
We're gonna have to
Curd,
look in.
it's done for you.
Matt the God, no more waiting in line for that bacon chicken cordon bleu sandwich anymore. No more mozzarella sticks from a drive-thru for you, buddy. I'm sorry.
No, it had to be done. We have to stop it before it gets out of hand. Imagine what they'll buy next. The Dapper Dads.
If Arby's
Sponsored
buys...
by Arby's.
Oh, my God. I'd take it.
Yeah, but you have to stop being vegan. But the money
though.
Crazy. Yeah.
Anything that makes me die faster.
Yeah, you only care about money.
Yeah.
All right, our next submission.
Pretty much.
Our next submission comes from "There's a duck in my ass."
There are people in the clouds.
Okay. And the email is please help at god.com.
Sounds like a cry for help, but
God
okay.
doesn't check his email.
Yeah. God probably gets too many emails.
Yeah. Kurt has 50,000 emails on his phone.
And that stresses me out so much.
I know. I think about it
when you tell me that.
I think about it every couple days and it bothers me.
He told me that when we were at the Old Fashioned and then looked at me like it wasn't a problem, and I just wanted to smack his drink out of his hand.
You can't even fix that.
My mom does the same thing. Like when I look at her phone,
50,000?
yeah, it's like it's an obscenely large number.
I don't even know how. I feel like I haven't received 50,000 emails in my life.
I feel like I have, but like.
Do you clear out notifications?
Yeah. So what I do
have to.
Well, I also have this service called daily, like it's called Unroll Me or like Daily Roll Up.
Yeah.
And you can pick like all the emails that you get that are like just annoying and like coupons and shit like that, and put them all into one thing. And then I get a daily roll up every day where I can click and see if there's anything that's like pertinent to what I want. But most of the time it's not, so I just get rid of it.
What I've been doing, a real adult move, is unsubscribing from all the things that you don't understand.
Very adult move.
What's fucking the most infuriating shit? Why does it have to open it in the browser? Why has Gmail not just streamlined it to where I can click unsubscribe and it's just done? Then you click unsubscribe and then it's like opens your browser, and then you wait a minute and then it pops up and it's like, why are you unsubscribing? And I'm like, fucking, I don't want it. That's why.
We're sad to see you go. Please tell us why. It's like, because I fucking hate you. You make me think about my dad.
Yeah. There's some things where I'm like, I don't know what I would have done to get this.
No.
I get fucking like concerts from Russia. Then I'm like, I know for a fact I've never signed up for concerts in Russia.
Maybe you personally didn't, but somebody trying to steal your identity did. But
That's
then they
fine.
saw that there's nothing to steal, and they were like, "Oh God!"
I have excellent credit, actually. So
I got a call about this is what's odd to me, because like, you know how I have so many like unpaid medical bills and shit like that and everything? My job called me today because they do like a criminal background check, a credit background check, and like a couple other things. And they're like,
dick check.
A huge dick check. And I was like, wake up, damn it. And I'm like tugging on
Gotta shake it out.
I'm like trying to shave my pubes before they take a picture of it, but I'm like, I'm so proud of this fucking carpet.
Oh, you got a picture taken? I got that guy with the fingerprint. He just smushes your dick against something, which gives it almost an inch if he smushes it out right. You know what I mean? It's like rolling out dough.
Stop doing it.
I'm gonna do it later.
Please.
I would
pay for someone to touch my dick
on Cole's bar.
Oh, thank God. Not. Wait till Fuck, I'm gonna have to peep that out.
We'll just edit all of that out.
That's fair.
We've said regrettable things. It's gonna say Cole has a decent sized hog. Not bleep and bleep.
Cole has a fantastic lap hog.
I'd say thigh hog.
I don't know. He said lap hog in the dad chat earlier this week, and I
was
was behind
just
it.
Sits. It doesn't fall down. You know what I mean? It's not a presentable penis. Like how I always say, if you're a man and you're actually sitting, unless you've got like you're having a real good dick day, your dick isn't like hanging down to past your balls. You know what I mean? It's just kind of sitting up top. Especially if you're like leaned back a little bit, it's just presented on top of it, like a garnish on the plate. Anyway, you were gonna say you were being fingered or something. We've been around.
I don't even remember now.
You had a criminal check. You've got medical bills.
They called me and they were like, I got a voicemail and they're like, hey, this is so and so from Slim's new job. Please call me back. We have some questions for you about your background check. And I was like,
oh, fuck.
Well, and I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I've never been arrested or been to jail or anything like that, so like I don't know what they would want to know. And so I call them back and she's like, hey, good to hear from you. Congratulations on getting hired. We just wanted to touch base with you because you have absolutely no credit. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, just showing that there's no credit here. Have you ever had like a credit card or anything? I'm like, no, not a major one. I got one through like Hot Topic one time, and like,
of course, like, you shouldn't have said that. They're like, actually looking through our records, you're no longer.
You're a huge.
We're rescinding the job offer. Why don't you go work in that dark room, you fucking loser?
It's bound to happen eventually.
You start working at Hot Topic. I don't know if we can continue this brand.
Oh, God, I could live with myself if I worked at Hot Topic.
And you have to make small talk with the moms of the edgy teens.
Hey, so how's it going? Your kid likes the...
Rick and Morty.
Gotta deal with
Your
1,000.
kid likes the Rick and Morty.
Deal with 1,000 fucking kids coming in. Do you have Pickle Rick costumes?
I came across one of those. Spoiler alert, it's my costume.
Oh, God.
Could you imagine? I'm just fucking dancing in the Pickle Rick costume. You're just drinking heavier than you've ever drank before.
Because you're like,
Watching
that's
me-
my buddy, Slim.
Watching me be the life of the party. Everybody's like, fucking best. I win $1,000 and I'm like, yeah, Pickle Rick. And you're just like, just put it in my veins.
I don't know if I want to puke from my illness or just from thinking about this.
Well, you'll see what happens.
Oh, God. But they're like, you have absolutely no credit. And I was like, that's interesting. And they're like, okay, can we just confirm your social? I'm like, yeah, sure. And they're like, okay, well, consider opening up a credit card with us when you start working.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, I will say, this is actually a fucking dad tip. For real. I had horrible credit because I was 18 and I got a credit card and I was with a girl who was like a horrible bitch, but smart with money, so we would buy things on the credit card and she'd pay it off. I never understood how credit cards worked, so I let that happen. And then we broke up and I was like, I have a credit card, so I bought frivolous things and then like $800 worth of shit, and then I just never paid it again.
Sounds about
and
right.
then I just lived my life up until a couple years ago, and then I was like, let's look into... Actually, Matt the God had similar credit issues, and creditkarma.com, not a sponsor, but like that shit is actually legit. It'll tell you like what cards you can get, then you get a credit card. I personally bought one t-shirt each month with money I already had.
Mm-hmm.
You buy it, you don't pay it off right away because that's bad for some reason. You wait until you get your statement, you pay it off, so it's like $30 for a t-shirt. Pay it off each month, and little by little it helps. Then you can fight things. I had something over at Crusader Clinic because one time my finger broke out in a bunch of weird little bubbles that I could pop and liquid would come out of them.
Ugh.
My ring finger, my old marriage finger just got coated in these weird bubbles. I could pop them all the time, and I
Like
finally
blisters?
went. Yeah, but blisters that didn't hurt, and I could pop them and nothing. It didn't affect me at all, but it looked like I was turning into something, like a monster. I still don't know what happened. I went and they were like, yeah, you put a Band-Aid on and you're allergic to Band-Aids. And I was like, I put a Band-Aid on it because I have these bubbles and I look like a freak in front of people. And they're like, yeah, and you're allergic to Band-Aids. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And this was before. And it was just one of those things where they're like, yeah, for sure. We'll see what happens to your finger. Have a good day. And it went away and I'm fine now for the most part. And I swear to God, I paid them. Who fucking knows? Either way, I like argued it and then they just dropped it. And then I eventually, I'm not going to say the other thing because I don't know if it went right, but now I have literally excellent credit. So it's real easy. They help you. I recommend it for real. We talk a lot of shit. This shit changed my life. Now I have several credit cards. I can actually, if something happens, like my car breaks down, it costs $600. I don't cry and wonder how I'm going to live my life. I put it on a credit card and figure it out later responsibly. So it actually does work. Creditkarma.com, folks. Change your life. Become an adult eventually. Or don't. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, Duck in My Ass said, can we do a quick game of over under? Discuss if these random things are overrated or underrated.
Okay.
Right? We've got 5 things. First, hot tubs.
Uh,
Underrated, I'm going to say.
Very underrated.
Very underrated.
Yeah, you get into a nice hot, like the one at the hotel.
Yeah, hot tubs are like the best thing ever.
Yeah, that
I can't
thing
think
is
of a
so
time
fucking nice.
if someone was like, you want to get in a hot tub right now, unless I was at a funeral, I would say yeah. And depending on who was dead, I might still say yeah. Because
Yeah.
that would really lighten the mood.
A funeral hot tub? Make sure I
Funeral
got one of those at mine.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be in it, bud. Me and you.
Good.
I'm just pouring bush lights in your mouth.
Make it PBRs at least. Come on.
No, you're dead. We had to
That's
save
fair.
money because the hot
The
tub
hot
costs a
tub's
lot.
so
Hot
much
tub
money.
in a cemetery costs way more than you would imagine.
To run that
There's no
generator all
water
day and night.
hookup. Yeah, because I'm just out there so drunk. Because you're in a hot tub, so you're getting way drunker too. You're shit-faced. Even though you're dead, they're like, his blood alcohol. He's dead 3 times now. And we all cheer.
This is the drunkest I've ever seen Slim. Yay!
Lift your hand up and it rips off.
Breaks
I'm
off.
like,
I'm like,
"Oh."
oh, fuck.
And then I put it up in my room because I like little morbid things.
Ugh.
Little memories of my dead friends.
You like dip my hand into your beer every time you drink it.
Yeah, I keep your hand in the back of my toilet, not in a Ziploc bag, because you didn't leave me shit for your life insurance, even though we're married.
Well, you're the one who refuses to marry me.
Now I'll marry you for the insurance.
Okay.
Do you have good insurance? I have no
I'm about
insurance. We should exchange insurance. I have none. I will marry you. I will marry a lot of people for insurance.
Feels good to tell the truth.
I went.
That's why it doesn't.
It feels bad. Yeah, I have horrible insurance. If I go to the doctor for pneumonia, it would cost me at least $150.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so let's get married. So yeah, hot tubs underrated. Get your ass in a hot tub. Next, guacamole.
I feel like overrated at this point,
I
just
agree.
because it's such a hipster food now,
Yeah,
like
it's-
avocado toast and everything else.
It's being shoved down our throats.
Personally, I love guac. I don't give a fuck if I know guac is extra. There's a reason I'm
Yeah.
asking for it, and it's because I fucking want it, you know. But
I
it's
I didn't like it up until a few years ago, and it's grown on me. But I don't need it.
Chipotle guac is my favorite guac. There's something about
don't
it's like
eat
the right amount of
Chipotle.
jalapeno or something they put in there. It's just really, really good. And they don't put I'm not a big fan of the chunks of tomato in
Yeah.
guacamole.
I don't like a lot of chunky things.
Yeah, but the guacamole they make it Chipotle is very smooth. It doesn't have a lot of
Runny.
not runny, but like it's just the
Wet.
it's the right amount of consistency where like you can eat it with a chip and it's good. It's good in your
Slimy.
yeah, it's slime enough, you know.
Slime it up.
It's a slime.
Yeah, guac is very overrated. Alf.
Underrated. I'm going to go ahead and
I'm
say
gonna also go underrated.
in 2018 absolutely underrated. An alien that eats cats?
Well, my favorite thing about Alf is when you picture an alien, you like the first thing you see in your head is the big like
the
head with
grays.
the big eyes and like skinny body, and it's always like, take me to your leader. It's not this big nose motherfucker who's like, hey John, let's have a good day.
Like
or
a
however
weird
fuck he-
knockoff Gonzo.
Yeah, like a Gonzo and something else. I never really watched Alf. I just know
Yeah,
There's a
I
lot of
can't say I've ever
things-
seen an episode of
there's
it,
a lot
but
of
like
things in my life where I know enough to speak about them. Like, yeah, it's an alien that eats cats from back in the day.
Mhm.
But I had an Alf hand puppet, so
Uh-huh.
you'd stick your hand up his back, and then you could put your hands in his arms, and he had no pants but a Hawaiian shirt.
Interesting.
And
So he was Donald Ducking it.
Yeah, but in like a way better way, with like a festive Hawaiian shirt that was buttoned up, so again can present
I feel
the
like it
weird alien penis.
I feel like it
perfectly.
curds later we should throw on some Alf just to see what happens.
I would like to put horror movies on the TV because
I would also like to put
this
horror movies
just-
on the TVs.
It's past Halloween now. I hope everyone's Halloween was great. Kurt is throwing a house party on the last Friday of October, the 26th. No Halloween anything.
No Halloween theme at all.
No. I literally invited someone earlier and they were like, luckily they were like, costume party, right? And I was like, no.
Believe it or not.
And he goes, oh, that would have been awkward. I'm like, yeah. And everyone I've told, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be at Kurt's. He's having a party, and they're like, oh, Halloween party. You're probably pumped. And I'm like, no. How the fuck? That's like any other holiday. If you're like right back, like if
And
you're
his reasoning was he doesn't like candy and he doesn't like scary movies.
yeah, he doesn't even like trick or treating. He doesn't, and it's like it doesn't have to be
It
that.
just breaks my friggin' heart.
I know it's literally the worst thing he's ever said to me, and I know
Yeah.
he's listening now, and I don't think we can express to you how much you've hurt us.
Kurt, you're my little baby and I'm always gonna love you, but man, it just breaks my heart.
I'm always gonna love you, but I don't like you.
It'd be like if I told you I don't like LCD sound system. Like, how does that make you feel hearing
No, I feel
that?
like it's more.
Does
than
it break
that.
your heart? Does it make you feel bad? That's
I
how
don't-
we're
I
feeling
don't
about
think
you in
there's
Halloween.
something. I don't know if he likes something enough to give it a good. I don't know, but it's very disappointing. But
Just
Alf,
hurts.
Alf is underrated. It should be Alf for Halloween. Just not wear pants.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
it.
do.
I'm just naked from the waist down. Oh, what the fuck? Hey, man, I'm Alf. I'll eat a cat.
It's acceptable.
Woo, Halloween. Anything goes.
Just shaking your dong around at the party tomorrow.
Fuck yeah. Next, Fight Club.
Overrated.
Yeah, I'd say overrated or maybe like just a normal rated.
Well, it's
People have
only
ruined
because
it.
people have ruined it because it's like I at the point name somebody in like our current age bracket who would like seriously quote Fight Club and you wouldn't be like that guy's a fucking weirdo. You
That's
know,
very true.
because that's something where like you were a teenager, you read it for the first time, you watched it, and you were like, "This is so edgy and cool.
Yeah.
It's such a cool
I'm also
commentary
gonna
about."
be an anarchist and take down the establishment.
Right, like it
And you grow up and
appealed to like
realize
kids like us, but
there's
then
no way it can happen.
right, and then like
And you're also not two people.
and like it's a good movie, like it's
Yeah.
a very very good movie. It's
Good
it's a
book.
fantastic book too.
Yeah.
The book is very different than the movie.
Mhm.
But it's at the point where it's one of those things where I feel like people just take quotes from it to like justify their like
Stupid
shitty
ideals.
yeah, their stupid ideals and their shitty fake alpha maleism that they
Yeah.
try to pass off as like being tough and shit, but it's like you're just quoting Chuck Palahniuk, so like you're literally doing one of the lines from the book where he's like, nothing about me is original. I'm a piece of everything I've ever like seen and touched and done. It's like, that's literally what you're doing. You're basically taking someone else's creative property and just applying it to yourself.
Oh, yeah. I remember when I worked where you currently work, but won't be working any longer.
Hey, fuck that place.
No, it's been, no. It was
I'm
weird.
so fucking
Oh,
sick.
my God. And yeah, someone, they were selling those balls that are all cracked, and they quoted like the whole IKEA thing, like I even like the little imperfections, and I was like, that's from Fight Club. And he was like, no, it's not. I just said that. And I'm like, that's verbatim from Fight Club, and now you're being weird and not admitting.
I came up with that.
Yeah, he was like, no, that's just what I thought when I said it.
There is
like,
nothing worse than
thought when you saw the movie, and then retain that to quote it in person with someone you work with occasionally to make me think you're cooler than you are.
Yeah, nothing like trying to impress people by quoting Fight Club.
Yeah, I love when people quote things and don't realize that you've also seen or heard them, and you're like,
but
yes,
like
I'm
Fight Club?
familiar. Yeah, I mean, anytime anyone does that. I worked with a kid who, like, we used to, like, freestyle at this call center when, like, it was slow just for shits and giggles, and he did, like, a whole, like, old Kanye freestyle, and I was like, yeah, that's, like, the Kanye freestyle from, what was it, Freshman Adjustment 2? And he was like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And I can quote the whole fucking song. And he was like, no, I literally just came up with it. And I'm like, no, you did it.
Can't fucking stand people like that.
And then finally we have thongs.
Overrated.
Super overrated.
I mean, it's just butt floss.
Yeah, thongs have never been, like, super appealing to me.
I mean,
I'd prefer, like, a little boy short makes the ass look nicer.
boy shorts are where it's
Let
at,
the ass fall out of the back. Don't just give me the whole ass. I'll see the whole ass eventually.
Yeah.
Putting a thing between it doesn't do anything for me.
Nah.
Give me something real cheeky so it makes it look
Not like a thong bikini is nice. Like out on the beach or something like that, you know?
Well,
but
yeah,
like,
if you're gonna see some ass in public,
yeah. But like if we're talking about
if
like
you're taking a girl's pants off consensually, and
some nice boy shorts, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Something where I like to see it hang out of the back, especially if you're walking away. Like I said, a thong is essentially just your ass. I'm gonna see your ass, hopefully.
What's the cut where it's like half on their butt cheeks, but like the butt cheeks are still like out the bottom?
I always think a boy short with that. I don't know if it's right because sometimes they're. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because boy shorts are a little wider.
Yeah, I know what you mean when they like go up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And they're usually like frilly.
Yeah,
lacy.
I like those. Those are nice.
Someone tell us what those are.
Yeah, we don't know much about ladies' underwear. We just know how to get them off.
Yeah, I love being in Victoria's Secret as a man. Make everyone uncomfortable. You think you're weirded out that I'm here? Imagine how uncomfortable I feel.
Fun story about Victoria's Secret. One time,
you're not allowed in one.
Well, one time, me and a couple of people were in there, and we weren't fucked up or anything at all. We weren't drunk. We weren't high. We weren't anything. And one of my buddies tripped over his shoes because his shoes were untied, and he like fell into one of the displays of underwear. And like he
flew everywhere.
Well, and like he started laughing about it because like how the fuck often do you hear about somebody falling into the panty section of Victoria's Secret? Mm-hmm. And like we were all laughing about it and like helping him up and trying to pick stuff off the floor. And the manager like runs over and she's like, "Is everything okay over here?" And we're like, "Yeah, my buddy just fell down. It's okay though. We're just trying to take care of it." And she goes, "Oh, it just smells a little funny over here, so I just wanted to come and make sure everything was okay." And then like looked at us like, and then walked away. And I was like, fucking with me and my friends, eh? So I walked right outside of the Victoria's Secret and sat on the bench and called their corporate headquarters. And I was like, I'm not sure who this woman was. I believe she's the manager of the store. She looks like this. She just insinuated that me and my friends were intoxicated in some way when he fell down in your store. Now, see, we could go ahead and sue because he almost got hurt by one of your... And the woman on the other end of the phone was like mortified. She was like, "Oh my God, I am so sorry that you were treated that way." And then the next time I happened to go in there, that woman and like the whole staff was not there anymore, and I was
ruined
like,
that woman's life.
I hope I fucking did. That's what she gets for being a bitch.
What you should have done, what would have been the more professional thing for everyone involved, would have been to be like, "Oh, do your underwear that you sell smell funny because you're smelling them with your asshole?"
Yeah, that would have been
super professional. You don't know that woman's story. All you know now is that she couldn't buy her kids toys for Christmas and her husband left her because that Victoria's Secret money is out the fucking window.
Shouldn't have been a bitch.
A lot of people shouldn't be bitches, but you know what? Everyone is.
That's the Dapper motto going into 19. Shouldn't have been a bitch.
Shouldn't have been a bitch. That's what they put. That's what's on all of our court records. Shouldn't have been a bitch. That's what they put on my tombstone.
Shouldn't have been a bitch.
Shouldn't have been a bitch. True. That's what they put it on your ceremonial hot tub.
Shouldn't have been a bitch.
Shouldn't have been a bitch. Oh, he's drowning. Oh, he's drowning. Just kidding. He's been dead for like a week. Woo!
Rest in power,
Slam.
King. Woo!
Asshole smells. Asshole smells.
Like everything we've ever talked about on the show is happening at my funeral.
I'm just exhausted. People are like, you look like you're not doing good. Is it because one of your best friends died? I'm like, no, all the references,
all the skits I gotta keep up with.
It's hard to go through it. You know, we talk about funerals a lot. It's like we all wanted to die, and this piece of shit finally gets it. I had so many plans.
How come he gets to have peace?
Why is it you? Why?
Just strangling me.
Yeah, underwater. Look,
my family's mortified.
Your family's like, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, more than likely.
So yeah, folks. We can't even summarize this one. So much happened.
This is a wild ride.
That's why you need us to get sick, and then the power dynamic of one of us being sick and one of us being
crazy,
flawless, I'll say. Go to www.thedapperdads.com. Give us more submissions. That over and under thing was neat. I'd like to do that.
I like that a lot, yeah.
Give us some weird ones. We've learned a lot. I want to see how calibrated we are. We need another thing that, like wiping the ass or what side our dicks are on, to really put a rift in this this couple. We are.
We are getting too close, I feel like.
Yeah, we're too similar. So someone shake things up. Anonymous submissions, merch. There's sweet t-shirts. They've been flying off the shelves. dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com if you want to email us for some reason. Patreon.com/dapperdads. Subscribe. There's fucking unbelievable content there. We're saying things you couldn't even fathom, and we're saying everything else here, so just imagine how raunchy it gets over there. 402, let me try that again. 4027 Dapper. That is 402-732-7737. Call, leave us a voicemail, or text us. We've been talking to people, and eventually, send us more memes. It will be up, and I'm very happy with that. We've asked for memes, and this is the best we've gotten so far. So don't forget, Slim is single and ready to fuck a can of Pringles.
I will not say that I'm not.